I don't believe it.
Good evening, everyone. Before we get today's video started, I just wanted to shout out my coffee making skills. I am currently using a Keurig machine, and I read online that if you add Nesquik to your coffee, like you just put a little bit of Nesquik chocolate powder in your coffee, and then you brew the coffee on the Keurig, you get like a little mocha. And I gotta say, my morning routine is completely transformed. I have a little bit of this Ghirardelli like premium hot cocoa mix that I put in the coffee right now. And it has completely changed the way that I feel when I wake up in the morning. I absolutely love it. By the way, shout out Domenica, who matched up with me on a dating app yesterday, and then I said hello, and then she unmatched.
No.
What's happening, boys, and welcome to the top 1,000 players in FIFA 21. Today, we're going to take a look at the most insane, in quotes, the most insane players in FIFA 21 as I have seen it. I've spent the last hour curating and looking at some stuff that you guys have been sending me on Twitter, checking out Reddit, as well as doing my own little research into some of these players. Not surprisingly, a lot of this is going to be skewed towards the Bundesliga, and I have to say, some of the Bundesliga player ratings have been absolutely incredible for our purposes because we love the cheeky Bundesliga. Now, Serge Gnabry and Jadon Sancho dominated the headlines with their massive pace decreases, as well as a few other players that got downgraded. But by and large, I think there are some absolute gems in the Bundesliga that are not necessarily going to go for super cheap, but are going to be some cards that are going to be very heavily utilized, especially for us Bundesliga boys early on in the game. And today we're going to take a look at them, and then we're going to take a look at some of the more OP players, and then just some of the some crazy insane players in FIFA 21 based on this FIFA top 1,000 database release. But like I always say, boys, if you guys are happy that the videos are back, haven't uploaded in about 3 days. I think that's the longest break we've taken since we've started doing YouTube all the way back in 2013. And obviously this has been a strange year. Usually we would have FIFA, we'd be in the grind right now, but given the landscape of the world right now with the pandemic that's going on, we just don't have FIFA when we want it, so I think we have to wait. What is that? About another week and a half or so. But today we're just gonna jump right into it, boys. And like I always say, if you guys do enjoy the episodios, drop a mad lad like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Now we're gonna kick things off with the mad lad himself. His name is Elite Ownage, and he's the guy that has the 2,000 games played with that Mario Gomez card. And this is what he tweeted out looking at the database. He's got that Whammon Gatuka, who's got 5-star skill moves. It is confirmed he's got 5-star skill moves. Is going to be one of the most OP silver cards in FIFA 21, and he's built this squad accordingly. So we're not going to look at too many of these ratings right now. Some of the players that I want to feature here, some of them are not. Notable players in this one are Nico Schultz. We've got that Gunther, who looks like going to be, he might be the new version of Schultz's card in FIFA 21. We've got Roman Berkey, as well as in Bob's, who looks nuts. We'll take a look at his in detail stats here, but the first player we're going to start off with is the youngster himself. First off, they got his age wrong. He's actually not 28, he's 19.
The weather.
4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Now with the database, if you're looking at the database, some of the weak foot and skill moves are actually incorrect, so take it with a grain of salt. 78 the reason I'm focusing on Jesse Lingard is he's got a massive -5 downgrade. But if I'm being honest with you, it doesn't look, I mean, okay, who are we getting? I mean, like, it's not a half bad starter card. 82 stamina, 83 agility, has decent enough reactions. You slap something on to get his dribbling stats up. Sprint speed 77, acceleration 78 for 4-star skill moves for a starter squad. I don't think you could do a whole lot worse. But Jesse Lingard, obviously, just wanted to point him out because he got a massive downgrade. We've got ourselves Gonzalo, Pipita, Iguain, who is obviously now transferred to Inter Miami. So we've got two of the highest rated players in MLS on the Inter Miami squad. This just shows that the skill moves in the weak foot are cracked right now. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot obviously is not realistic for Pipita, but he does have himself 90 positioning and 87 finishing with 71 agility, which isn't that bad. And then the ball control and then dribbling stats are actually pretty decent, but then the stamina is 57, so it's obviously not upgraded to Inter Miami, but just wanted to show you guys Pipita Iguain is what his card looks like in FIFA 21. Now, moving on to maybe the craziest 83 rated card that we've ever seen. I don't know why these stats are reversed, but it is Gareth Bale's 83 rated card. Obviously, he's playing for Spurs. He's not at Real Madrid anymore, and he doesn't have 1-star skill moves, that's for sure. Unless, I'm literally just trying to think of a golfing joke, and I can't think of it. Usually I'm pretty quick on my feet, but I just can't come up with a good golfing joke. I don't know, like the one looks like a golf club.
Do not even.
That's all I got. 86 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, 83 positioning with 81 finishing. He's got ridiculous shot power like he always does. Obviously has ridiculous long shots. And then the agility is where he gets left down a little bit with 78 agility, 68 balance. Ball control and dribbling are okay, so I think you're definitely going to want to apply something, maybe a sniper to get his dribbling jacked off, because it's only 80, which is a little bit surprising. And then he obviously has that ridiculous, he's got that really good physical for being a winger, but definitely going to be probably one of the most expensive 83 rated cards that we've seen in any FIFA. So that's Gareth Bale's 83. Now, I do want to show you guys, and I believe that this card that you're looking at right here, not only was he a right back in FIFA 20, but in FIFA 21, I think he might be one of the best, and I don't know if overpowered, because he's 80 rated, so he's probably still going to be pretty expensive, plus he's got that 84 pace, plus he's German, plus Bundesliga. But this looks like one of the most cracked cards for an 80 rated. 79 acceleration with 88 sprint speed, has 74 short passing, is literally the only stat we care about in passing for a center back. Agility and balance are on Mats Hummel's levels, but 63 and 60, especially for the start of the game, is going to be fine. Has 81 reactions, 85 sliding tackle, 82 stamina, 75 strength, 72 stamina, 84 marking with 81 and then 85 standing slide tackle respectively. For an 80 rated, man, this looks like an absolutely ridiculous card, and it's only a card we would have discovered in the top 1,000. For 80 rated, I guess the question I have for you guys, how much do you think he goes for? Like, I could easily see him going for like 15, 20K, or maybe even more than that. I don't know. I don't even know if he qualifies as a starter player because he's just so nuts. But Lucas Klosterman converted from a right back to a center back, and then Mukiel, interestingly enough, has gone from a center back out to right back. So Mukiel and then Klosterman are gonna get that nice little link. That nice little green link. We've got Milot Rashica, who's another player, by the way, shout out Kosovo. The Balkans never get enough love in FIFA, if you want my honest opinion. Have another Balkans guy in here, and you guys can probably guess who it is. But Milot Rashica has converted from a winger to a center forward card. He's a 79 overall, and he has 93 acceleration, 84 sprint speed with 75 positioning, 76 finishing. Again, we don't know. He should have 4-star if we're going by last year's rating. Has the 86 shot power, has the 90 agility with the 81 ball control and 85 dribbling. The only thing that you would be lacking here is maybe reactions and composure, but then he has the 76 stamina. Just looks like a very good starter Bundesliga striker, and I can probably envision a scenario, unless we get really lucky on the account, he's probably going to be a guy that we're running often and early on the RTG, given that we love to run a Bundesliga squad. So I don't know, like maybe a one in form, and he's going to be a nuts card. He's a nuts card on his own, but and then also the fact that he's under 80 rated overall is probably going to bring down his price a little bit. So very excited to get that card in game. Speaking of another Bundesliga striker, Brielle Ambolo. He's got himself 83 acceleration with 91 sprint speed, 78 positioning, 78 finishing. Not as good as Milot Rashica, but still pretty decent. 66 agility, but this guy is way more of a tank. Obviously, he's got that 85 strength, so he's a really good counter. If you're running a two-striker formation, he'd be a good counter striker to have. He would be the thunder to Milot Rashica's lightning, if you will, and some decent ball control and dribbling stats. Now, Dennis Sicario, obviously there was that leaked 84 rated card. We didn't know what his card was going to look like, but now that we have the in-depths with the 81 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, he even has a little bit of 75 shot power. Short passing and long passing are adequate for his card. 76 vision's decent, and then we go over to the dribbling stats and the defending stats. He just looks like a really great card. 89 aggression, 80 stamina, 87 strength with nice slide tackling, standing tackle, and good marking. So he's got all the stats in the right areas, medium work rates, and then obviously the 83 rated. So Dennis Acaria is probably going to be one of my favorite cards. Definitely a guy that I'm going to be aiming to get in the Bundesliga squad early in FIFA 21. We're going on to Konrad Leimer, who might just be, next to Klosterman. What is it about Austrian players? What is it about Swiss players? And what is it about Leipzig that the guys over at EA, in terms of the ratings, just absolutely love? I'm not complaining, because I love it as well. But has himself medium-high work rates, medium attacking, high defensive work rates, 83 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. For an 82 rated card, maybe one of the more nuts 82 rated cards we've ever seen. Look at those dribbling stats. And that's for a CDM, dude. And then we go over to the defensive stats. I don't even know what I would put on him. Probably something to get the dribbling and then the dribbling and the defending stats up so that all these can be over 80. 69 strength leaves a little bit to be desired, but has some of that 85 aggression, and then just, you know, just has all the stats in the right area and is a chem style away from probably being one of those cards that plays well in excess of the 82 team rating. So Konrad Leimer, absolutely ridiculous looking card. Speaking of Leipzig players, like, I feel like 90% of the players that we're going to want to use early in game are all on Leipzig. Nkunku, medium. Isn't the fastest guy, doesn't have the best finishing, but everything's like 75, 76 plus on his pace and shooting. You've got, let's see, what does he have for dribbling stats? That's where we're really concerned with players that are going to feel like very, very slippery. And you definitely look like you're going to get that with him, given that he's got the 85 agility, 84 ball control, 86 dribbling. And then obviously has that 74 stamina, which is really nice as well. Another Leipzig player, Mukiel, who has himself now a right back card, like I alluded to earlier, switches places with Klosterman, 87 sprint speed. And then just really, really nice defensive stats for a right back. Like, I feel like those are really cracked stats for a right back. Like, his center back stats have still carried over. So basically what they've done is they literally kept his center back stats on, still has the ridiculous sprint speed, but now can play wing back. We've got Alphonso Davies, the dual 96-96. We were really curious to see what because he had the 96 pace, we were all very interested to see what the pace and the sprint speed was, the sprint speed and acceleration was going to look like, and we can confirm now that it's 96-96. You don't need to put anything on him to jack off that sprint speed, although we're probably going to see a bunch of guys run either a hunter or a shadow on him. Looks really nuts in terms of defending, and then obviously has really good agility stats as well. So he's just going to be looks like an absolutely broken card, and is probably going to be one of the most expensive 81 rated cards in the game. Moving on, we looked at Dennis Acaria, Kevin Mbabu, who was obviously one of the guys that I absolutely loved last year. 90 acceleration, 89 sprint speed with 72 attacking positioning, has the medium defensive work rates, has the high attacking work rates. He's got some good dribbling stats, but more importantly though, he's still got that 91 stamina, so he's going to be a guy that runs all over the pitch for you. For a 79 overall card to have 91 stamina, 90 acceleration, and 89 sprint speed with perfect literally threshold stats for what you want as a wingback. I think he's going to be incredible, and I think he's going to probably be a guy that we run for maybe the first month and a half of Weekend League on the RTG. So this is what a squad could possibly look like. Shout out to DJ Beast Boy. I wasn't linked in this, but I saw this on I saw this on Twitter. Roussillon, although I'd probably go with Günther because you could probably get him a little bit of a discount. We got Bailey, we got Leimer, Zakaria, Schnell Arabi, Ambolo, Rashica. One thing that's crazy is that we only have, it's basically Serge Gnabry, Sancho, and Bellarabi at right mid, and then all the other really good wingers in the Bundesliga are all on the left mid. He's got that Mbabu in there, he's got that Klosti, and then he's also got that Upamecano, a guy that we left off. But this looks like it's gonna be a very OP starting squad, at least for the striker partnership. 79 Rashica and then 78 Brielle Ambolo. So we're gonna X that out. The other Eastern European guy that I wanted to shout out was Ante Rebic. If you're looking for a starter player at the beginning of the game. Last but not least, Danny Ings, who had one of the most crazy campaigns. He scored like 20 plus goals in the Premier League and somehow still only has an 80 overall card. 85 finishing, that's great. I think that's an accurate reflection on what he did. And 76 composure, I feel like that could probably be a little bit higher. But just interesting that they felt 80 was an appropriate rating. I feel like given the season he had, I think 82 would probably have been fair. But alas, here we are. He has an 80 overall card. Now, Angelino, these are just some random facts. Angelino just suddenly got himself a -12 pace downgrade, so that happened. And then we've got this guy Casco, who plays for River Plate, and he looks like a ridiculous card as well. 88 pace, and then everything else is over 70. Just looks like a very, very balanced overall card. So shout out TomsyTube for sending that one in. But that is pretty much going to cover it for the. That's pretty much going to cover it for some of the most insane players in FIFA 21. We looked at Gareth Bale. We looked at the Bundesliga boys who look absolutely ridiculous. I think they definitely stole the show from today's ratings. You've got some stuff like Richarlison being the same rating as Felipe Anderson, which people are a little bit up over arms on. But mostly, I would say that the Bundesliga boys, some of the lower-rated Bundesliga boys, stole the show today, and it's something that I absolutely love to see, given that we love the Bundesliga. You guys let me know what you thought about the top 1,000 rating. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are there a couple of cards that stood out to you as OP? Just hit me up in the comments. Send them over to me on Twitter. And then tonight on stream, we'll have a little bit of a conversation about some of these guys as well. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Until next time, my bros. Tschüss. Later. Ade.